Welcome back. My name's Dave, and this is Macaro Siding, my N-scale layout. Today we're going to work on, I'm going to show you how I make highways on my layout. I use balsa wood and some laser cut plywood, and I'll just go through it with you instead of talking about it all right now. We're going to leave the station for now. The reason is that the lights I ordered still haven't come in. And I have to do this highway before I do the station anyway, because it's the highway is, the station's going to be in the way when I do the highway. So I'm going to do the highways now. So give me a couple seconds to go over to the other side of the room here, and we'll get started on highways. And camera 3. There we go, camera 3. So I'm just going to show you, I've already laid out the balsa wood and the laser cut plywood, but I'm just going to show you. So here you can see it goes down there, comes up here, curves. It'll go over the tracks here, and then down past the highways department, and then to a bridge that goes on to the very other end of the layout. So I'm just going to set the camera up here. I think it'll stay there, and we will get at it. So, how do we do this? Well, the first step was to take I have several different sizes of balsa. Sizes this size, this thick. These are well, maybe it's written on here. I'll take my glasses off again. It's 1/8 by 3 by 36. I'm pretty sure I got this from Sunward Hobbies. And then on the curves and stuff, I created some jigs so that I could lay them down and get the right curvature on it. So what are we going to do? Well, the first thing is I'm going to leave that upside down for now. I'm going to get this plate. I got a scraper, and let's see what we can do. So right down here, this is where it goes to a bridge over some water. So I'm using T-pins to hold the balsa wood down. I find it easier to do it this way than so now let's we're going to come over here. I'm not sure. I think I'm still in. I might not be in. Let me move some stuff around here, and then I'll be on camera. Need to vacuum this. So what I've got to do is put some, now I'm using LaFage's wood glue. It dries in 10 minutes, which makes working on this rather fast. And so let's just now where there are joints between the pieces of balsa wood, I'm going to fill that with wood filler so that it doesn't have any seams in it. I got this neat little thing that holds my glue upside down so it's ready to go anytime I want. And now we'll just take the spatula and Now once all this is glued down, I'm going to give it a coat of clear urethane to seal the wood, because I am going to paint this. So I want to make sure that it's all sealed down nice, and I'm going to make sure I get glue right out to the edges. Pick this up, bring it over here. This is a little tricky because there's already stuff here. So now, where are they? There we go. So I'm going to take the pin, push it all the way in, come down here, push the pin in, all the way down, to make sure there's good contact. I've got a pair of pliers here, which is what I'm going to use to pull the pins out later once it's dry. I may have to go and get more. I don't know if I got enough to do everything. We may not do the whole thing here because it's going to be a sort of a rinse and repeat, but so there, that's in place. So the next one is to take the pliers here, pull the pins, make sure I flip it over and put it on the glue on the right side of the wood. I was thinking about using Gorilla Glue, but Gorilla Glue expands as it sets, and I don't want it pushing the roadway up. So that's why I'm using the little pages. And we're going to just take the make sure there's a good coat of glue on here. All right. Flip it over. Now there may be some trimming that has to be done here. We'll see. So again, T-pins. Like I say, I'm going to use wood glue, wood filler on here. And I am going to have to go and get more T-pins. Maybe not, because I don't think we'll do all of this. So we'll see what we can get away with. So now the next one. Get my little stool here so I can get up. I thought I had more T-pins down there, but I don't. Okay, let's get up here. once again, some glue. And like I say, I am going to paint this. I have 2 colors of paint that I use on my road surfaces. They're both a chalk paint, and one's gray and one is a blue gray. And you'll see how I do that when I do the painting in next week's video, because I know I'm going to have to let everything set and let the wood glue wood filler dry, and then it's going to have to be sanded. Now the thickness of this wood is perfect for the height of the track. So when it comes to crossings, like the crossing that's here, it'll be a perfect fit. I wouldn't think that foam would be that hard to get pins into. I'm just going to take a break here and get some more pins, guys. There we go, we're back. And we'll use these as well. You don't have to go in as deep as the T-pins. Like I say, I'm gonna varathane all of this. And that'll seal it up. And when I paint, then the paint will stay up on the surface and not end up soaking into the wood. Okay. So now this little curve here, and again, that's what this little template was for, to figure out things like curves, and I would lay it down and then fiddle around with it until I got it the way I wanted it to be. So, the highway is 30 scale feet wide. The lanes are usually between 12 and 14 feet. And I think the last time I did this, it was yeah, Yeah, that's what it was, because it's 25 feet is what I've got it here for width. So now let's flip this one over. This little stand is I 3D printed it there. So I can't remember where I got it off the internet for sure. I got it off one of the sites. I think if you were to go to Cults or Thingiverse and search glue bottle holder, you would come up with it. It doesn't take long to print, and I made them in different sizes. So, like Eileen's Tacky Glue is a smaller bottle. So I made them in different sizes. Oh, that's stiff. Jeez. Let's see if we just use these. This one seems to be laying pretty flat. Okay, well, I'm going to get the pliers instead of... Come on. And check it, flip it. Like I say, this is pretty well rinse and repeat. So I think when I get to here, and I don't know if my hand is in the frame or not, but when I get to over here, I'm going to stop and we'll call it quits, because this is pretty simple. Now, one of the reasons I use balsa wood is it's really easy to cut with a knife. It's a very, very soft wood, so it's easy to cut and shape. So now I want to make sure that that is tied up against the ties here and is really down. Yeah, it's good. Now the little one in the middle here. Now here too I'm going to use the wood filler to fill in the gap between the rail and this piece of wood, between this piece of wood and the rails on either side, and the same on this one over here. This one I think I'm going to just put the glue on the table. Is it that way? Yeah, it's that way. I'm not going to push that down because the glue is seeping. It's going to hold it just fine. Okay. I think we've got 2 more pieces of wood to do, and then we'll call it quits. Now, the other reason I use this is that, I'm sure you're aware of it, but every highway has banking on its sides. Like, it's never flush with stuff. It sits up above the ground and has gravel along its edge, which is what I'm going to do here as well. So Now I will be putting fillers in here, but I'm probably going to be using styrene to do that. You can never have enough pins in this hobby. Always something that's got to be tacked down or clamped or something. Okay. So, this is the last piece we'll do on camera. So this piece is the piece that's right in front of the Farquhar's dairy. You can get this glue at any good hardware store. Farquhar's dairy is not glued down, so we can shift it around here on this. So, yeah. And I want to make sure that I got enough pins along this edge here so that the base of Farquhar's lines up right with the edge of the road here. And we're good to go. And we'll stop there because I still have to glue down the underlayment cork underneath it. So, what would the next step be? Well, the next step would be to get some wood putty and come along and putty up the seams. I will sand them afterwards. So I'm just going to go down here. without my pliers. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Turn that pin that way. So this is just normal wood putty. Like I say, I'm going to come back here with a sanding block and sand that in place. Make it a little bit proud of the actual wood. Now once all this is dry, I can come back in and trim little bits that need to be trimmed. And we might as well do this one as well. We'll just turn the pins so they're not in the way. And that'll be it for today. Where did I put those? Oh, they're there. Clean one. I just cut these little squares out of MDF on the laser cutter and use them for scrapers like this. That needs another pin. There. Okay, so I'll go back to my desk and we'll wrap up for today. So you can see it's not difficult to do. So next week I'll and it'll look better, of course, when it's scenic, when it has the gravel on the shoulders and the paint on the highway and the lines on the highway and all of that stuff. So we'll start that next week. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Take care of your family. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you next week with a new video. Bye for now.